corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with sense of voice and rationality. I chimed in, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of
Oh boys, school. Especially if you live in America, then you're fucked already from the start. Unless you're a girl that's an OnlyFans, then go crazy. But school is one thing, but school in America is hell. Especially since we had the same education system ever since the beginning, while others have been improving. So, yeah, the only improvement we ever had was, well, Chromebooks. And not those good ones that other countries have, but the stupid Chromebooks. The one I actually have, though. Mostly because I don't really use my computer to play video games. I just use it for school or for editing videos, you know, basic stuff like that. Anyway, welcome to this new season of Zerka Talks. I know, this first and second seasons were kind of short. Well, the second one was. But I decided to theme these seasons because I'm like, if I'm going to split them into seasons, I might as well do it right. So let's talk about the first day of school, at least in my experience. So it's one thing to start, you know, in the first day in a new grade, but in the same school and district. It's another if you're starting a new grade in a different school and in a different district. The most uncomfortable for me was definitely 10th grade. So 10th grade, I actually went to a high school, because the middle school I went to was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I know, weird. So this was actually my first taste in high school. The others, you know, already know what it's been like. So it was already weird getting, you know, more freedom and stuff. It was even more weird that everyone in my school actually looked, well, don't call me racist for this because I'm more light-skinned than white, but everyone was white. I'm going to say it. Look, I moved into a country town. I'm still in this country town, but we're moving soon, so don't worry. But yeah, in this country town, everyone is like white and stuff, which is crazy. It's like, seriously. There's only a few times where I saw a bit of diversity, but everyone there was just white. Even if they were, you know, a different race or something, they were still white. I can't really count myself as white. I mean, I sort of am, but I'm more of light-skinned than anything. But yeah, it was so weird getting, you know, the sense of freedom and fresh air and all that stuff. So, my first class of art was art class, and I don't know what the stereotype with art students is, but when I first joined, it was full of girls and one other boy. I was like, I think I might become transgender. Obviously I didn't, but it would be weird if I became transgender because of this. But yeah, nothing is stressful when you're in a different school, in a different grade, but still the first day of school, where you have to introduce everyone. And it was cool, I met some good people, but it was still kind of scary. Now some other classes, when I do know the people, it's been a vibe. Like, I get to sit next to, you know, my favorite friends and stuff, and everything's all good. However, the intro thing is actually something I like. As you know, I like talking about myself. Not too much where it gets annoying. Though I did have an old habit where that became a problem. But not so much anymore. Basically, we just had to, you know, say our name and something about us and stuff. Like in video, we had to write, we didn't like put our name on this paper, but we just said 3 facts about ourselves, and yeah. Unfortunately, someone there knew me well, this was in 12th grade, and said it's me, before, you know, the first thing, so I'm that predictable. Actually, I'm very predictable. Sort of. But yeah, Now let's talk about elementary school on the first days, where I can't even keep a memory of how that happened. Basically, the teacher will say our name and ask, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? You know, basic stuff like that. Or, what do you want to be when you grow up? Back then, I actually wanted to be a police officer, but the thing, I opted out in middle school because, I do not trust the police. You know, police brutality and police just arrest people for the dumbest shit. Like one time, this police, arrested this dying woman because they didn't have something so they can be in the hospital or something. Incompetent fucks. And there was another one that arrested a blind man because they thought that he had a firearm, but it was just his cane. And apparently he arrested him for resisting arrest even though it was a cane, and he even showed him. Oh, police, am I right? But anyway, it was just, a quick introduction of our names. And then after all that dandy and stuff, basically we just spent a week just doing introductions and stuff. Now, if you guys are annoyed and don't like the introductions all week long when it comes to classes, I actually like them. It's good to just settle in for once and not get to work automatically. Because that will drive me crazy. But once I got to, 12th grade? Yeah, and 8th grade. Basically, the last grade of the place. I just got tired of the first days. I'm like, alright, yeah, let's get this over with. Because by then, I knew everyone in the class. At least mostly everyone. Usually there's new faces to meet, but other than that, it's just, yep, I know you, I know you, I know you. Let's get this started. I want to leave this school. Because it's yeah, and everyone knows each other, unless you're new, of course. Imagine transferring to 12th grade from a different district. Gosh, it would be weird. I don't think I had anyone like that in roll call. Now, there's one thing that I'm 50-50 on. Sometimes the teacher would give us like a worksheet at first to test us what we know about the class. Which I get it, because we need to see who knows the stuff before it and who doesn't. But I don't know, man, it just seems kind of cheap of teachers to do that, to pass a quiz to let us know what it is. I mean, the good thing is, it's not graded, it's just, let the teachers know what you know of the subject beforehand. And, yeah, I would just guess on those because, ain't nobody gonna retain the information. Definitely not me. So I'll just be like, yep, I got it done fast. I know it's not about speed, but in the workforce it's about speed, so I'm kind of preparing myself for that too, right? Right? But anyway, yeah. I did not like these before the class tests. They're just stupid. Like, you're here to teach us, not get information from us, but on the other hand, reflecting on it, in retrospective, yeah, I'm glad the teachers did that, because the classes, the teachers, everyone will just know that, yeah, this is a dumbass, I'm a dumbass. Now we got the special gimmicks of classes. Now, there's a few things that go on in the first day of school. Usually they just teach you, yeah, this is our schedule, and this is how it's going to go down. But I remember not just one teacher, but a few teachers in middle school done this, where they had like this case full of school supplies, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, and stuff like that, even though they have a sharpener in the classroom already. And they said, you can trade me one thing for one thing here. And you can bring it back when you're done, so you reclaim your item. Like, I remember one teacher specifically used shoes for currency, where you just have to take your shoe off and put it next to our desk so you can get a pencil and stuff. I found that weird, so I always brought my stuff in. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she's just trying to be a creep or she actually thinks this is gonna work because, You know, when you need something, you just ask a friend. But yeah, first day of schools was definitely a make or break situation for your class. It was scary for me because I'm very anxious and socially anxious. We can all relate to that, right? And just overall a very scary time. But once I got into the class more, it was easy. Yeah, first days are usually a good comforting day before school gets crazy on you. And yeah, that is it for this video. Bye guys. American school sucks.